Hey everyone, and welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel. Cyberpunk 2077 got patch 1.3 across all platforms, so we thought we'd have a look on Stadia to see how much of a difference that's make, and compare the visuals versus high frame rate modes to see if there's any difference. And as you can see from here, it does seem a lot closer, so can you tell which one is which here before I flip up the actual results? Both are looking a lot smoother, but actually the high frame rate one is the one on the left and the visuals on the right. I do feel that the visual quality of the high frame rate mode has definitely been enhanced. It seems much closer to the visuals mode now, with the exception of a few less NPCs and cars around, though most of the time it does seem very close on the number of vehicles. However, the overall quality of Cyberpunk on Stadia, both visuals and performance mode, does seem to have been reduced a little bit. And on the high frame rate mode, it definitely seems to be only 1080 still, which is a bit of a shame because I do feel that it could have pushed that up somewhat, and it's really noticeable in the draw distance and the vehicles in the distance there as driving down the road. As we switch to visuals, you'll see just how much more quality there is on the vehicle. The number of NPCs does seem to vary, as we see as we come down the road there, it's just as empty as it was on performance. But as we come out into the open again, we can see the visual difference on the quality, on the buildings there, and especially around the car. Now as we go up the ramp, this is where I feel that we see the biggest difference as we come up onto the main road. The draw distance of the vehicles just looks a lot better, especially the buildings up in the background there just looks so much clearer. As we put them side by side as we come on this drive, we can see a bit more clearly the detail on the car is just a lot better. However, that drop to 30 frames per second on visuals mode is still very apparent, and it will be down to preference whether you prefer that higher frame rate at slightly lower quality or the lower frame rate at slightly higher quality. As we look at a little bit of combat in frame rate mode, this is where I think we see the biggest difference, especially when the weapon appears there. It's pretty much instant, and bear note of that when we look at the visuals mode. But when we're in combat, it's very smooth in the high frame rate mode. You can see with all the NPCs running around, we do see that slight drop in quality. But as we switch to visuals with the gun here, you'll see that as we switch guns occasionally we do get a bit of pop in, and that 30 frames per second really becomes apparent in the combat as we're moving around quite quickly. It does feel a lot more jerky, but the effects on the explosions there and the actual bullet spray does look extremely good. Stadia is not free of bugs still though. With Cyberpunk 2077 on my playthrough I did encounter a couple of quite funny ones, especially with the flat head not actually being in the box, and also Johnny Silverhand sitting against the wall with no face. So hopefully these bugs will also get addressed in future patches, but for now, the frame rate and visuals mode definitely seem a lot closer now. And through my playthrough, I did enjoy playing on the high frame rate a lot more than on visuals. Let us know in the comments below whether you'll be picking up Cyberpunk 2077 once again, and whether you'll be playing on high frame rate or visuals. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things cloud gaming, and we will see you next time.